Mhm. Okay, so and we are live and hello everyone. So good afternoon. We are thrilled to have you join us today as we delve into the world of water birth and essential newborn care. This project is made possible by our essential partners Glory Reborn, JCA Womandaue, and Rotary Club of Metro Mandaue 2006. Now we have here Miss Barbara Harper, the founder of Waterbirth International. Hello, Barbara. Thank you very much for
Thank you.
joining us and being here.
Thank you. I'm looking at this beautiful scene
Mhm.
of Cebu, Philippines, and
Ah.
it's a gorgeous day. It's a gorgeous
How are
day.
you? Is this your first time here?
This is my first time in person in the Philippines. I've taught classes online to many doctors in the Philippines.
Wow, that's great. That's great. This the what's happening right now. This is a first for me. You know, I am not very knowledgeable about water birth. Can you tell us more about what is going on here? Like, what are the benefits of water birth for
Yeah,
both the mother and the baby?
Let me ask you a question first. Have you had any kids?
Yes, I'm like five.
You
I have a
have
22-year-old.
You have a 22-year-old.
And I have
Wow.
a 6-year-old, my youngest.
So you know the rigors of labor and birth.
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, water just makes it a whole lot easier. The mother can relax in a warm pool of water. The water temperature is about 38 at the most. But
Very comfortable.
very comfortable.
Wow.
And while she's in the pool, it's just like being on the bed, except now you're comfortable.
That makes a lot of sense.
We monitor the blood pressure. We monitor the baby's heartbeat. That doesn't change just because of the location. What my job is, I'm a midwife. I'm a registered nurse, or have been. I'm supposed to be retired. I'm 72 years old, but
It doesn't show you are.
but I've been doing this for 40 years. I decided that somebody has to train everybody
That's right.
to how to conduct a water birth, because I did it myself 39 years ago today. And so I go from country to country to country, all over the U.S., all over Canada. I've been to all 50 states. Or how many provinces are in Canada? But I've been all but one. I go to all the states in Mexico, Argentina. I mean, you name it, 76 countries, because I wanted to stay. I want birth in water, which is a wonderful consequence of the woman being calm, at peace in mind and body, and relaxed. Deep relaxation of all the muscles allows the uterus to do its work without any interference. If you remember even one of your birth experiences, you get pretty tense as your uterus is doing its
Really
job.
tense.
Yeah.
Right?
And the water changes all that. You can you relax profoundly, so that you become calm and more centered and more in touch with the baby. And the baby has a neurological program that says, I must leave and I know how to get out.
Wow.
So if I do nothing, if I don't interfere with this woman's labor at all, and she can get into any position that she wants, she can be upright on her knees. She can be what I call the proposal position, which is one knee on the floor of the tub, one foot on the floor, like somebody's asking you if they, will you marry me?
Yes.
Yeah, just visualize that. And she can put her hands on her perineum and guide the baby out.
Wow.
Because the baby knows the way. So you're not on your back, you're not in a bed, you're not locked onto a monitor. We do have waterproof monitors now, but it's a very small electronic device that is waterproof. And so you can see the baby's heart rate. So we do all the medical things to guarantee the mother's safety and the baby's safety. And yes, okay, 40 years I've been doing this, but when I started, when I had my first water birth 39 years ago today, actually, it's my son's birthday.
Oh, wow. Happy birthday
Thank you.
to you.
Yeah. I always call it Happy Birthing Day.
Oh, oh yeah. I'm gonna get that too.
Yeah.
Happy birthday day.
Happy Birthing Day to mothers. I didn't have any guidance. There were no books. I couldn't find any articles. And the one article I did find was published in a French medical journal in 1805. That's how long it's been around.
Wow.
And then I looked in the anthropology department at the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA. And I was living in Santa Barbara, California. And I met a woman who was going to try for a water birth. And so I said, can I help you? I was a pediatric nurse. And so I set up her entire thing. I bought a tub, a kiddie pool, like for your backyard. I did as much research as I could. And I helped her have that water birth. And then 9 months later, because I went home that night and told my husband how beautiful it was. And I said,
it's just you?
Yeah, let's make a baby. And so my son is 9 months younger than her son.
Wow. It was that day.
It was that day I got pregnant, boom, right like that.
Wow.
And
that's an amazing story.
While I was pregnant, I wanted to do more research. So my husband and I went to France, and I studied with Dr. Frederick Laboyer, who's now of blessed memory. Went to his hospital, and yes, they had tubs in the hospital.
Wow.
And I asked the midwife, I said, do women ever give birth in the tub? I know it's taking a bath in labor is wonderful, but do women ever let the baby out? And she looked at me like puzzled. She said, well, what do you think? If she starts having a baby, she weighs 100 kilo and I only weigh 50 kilo. I'm not going to make her get out. I can't, I can't drag her out. And yes, babies can be born successfully. As I said, it's a consequence. It's never the goal. So you go into labor, you use the tub when you feel like you need more support. When the contractions are getting longer and stronger and closer together.
That's right.
That's the time to get in the water for relaxation. And you get so relaxed that the pain disappears.
Really?
It disappears.
Where were you 5 children before this interview?
So I call it the aquadural.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, and you have the benefit of not having any drugs, because the drugs cut you off from your own neurologic system that is and your endocrine system, which is producing exactly the right amount of hormones for you having good contractions and having the endorphins that give you pleasure. And I know those two words people don't necessarily think about them at the same time, labor and pleasure. But I have women that at the end of their birth, they'll say to me, oh my God, I think I just had an orgasm.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because what's an orgasm? It's a release. And so instead of getting a baby out of someone, I talk about it as birth being done through you, not to you.
That makes a
The
lot of
water helps you find your own power. It helps you find your comfort level. And honestly, if we talked more about comfort in labor instead of pain management, more women would sing during their labors. More women would dance during their labors. More women would squat or sit on the toilet and have their partners massage them. I'm a trained midwife, but I give foot massages in labor. Who wouldn't want that?
I would
So,
want that.
yeah, exactly. Maybe you're going to have another one, number 7 or number 6 on the way.
No, I can't.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
there's nothing in there anymore. Yeah.
So, one of my clients
Mhm.
came to me for her 5th baby.
Mm-hmm.
She was pregnant. With her 5th baby, and she'd had 4 hospital regular
Mhm.
births, and she wanted to try water birth. She thought maybe this was her last one, but no. She had a beautiful water birth. She called me next year and had number 6. She called me the following year and number 7.
They just kept going and
Number
going.
8, 9, 10, 11,
Wow.
12, and
Really?
13, all born in water.
Oh,
Every single
really?
one. Yeah. The older ones sometimes came and watched.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a wonderful system of like pairing a young one with an older one, like it was their companion. This one took care of that one, that one. Yeah, she did assignments, and I would show the children. I would take the placenta after the birth, and we would. I would show the children where the baby lived, and we'd look at the
Wow.
vessels and the
That
cord.
must have been so cool if it was me, watching that. Like, wow, where does this go? Where did that go?
I want to talk to her because it's been a while since I've seen her, and we've stayed in touch.
Mhm.
But I'm sure that one of those girls is going to become a midwife. Absolutely.
Ah.
The best preparation for children who want to see their mother or for their own births when they grow up is seeing their mother give birth normally and naturally without pain and suffering.
They get so inspired.
Yeah, and I love it when couples come into my childbirth classes, and we do, I make them go around the room and say, their names and their due dates, but then I ask them questions. Has your mother told you how you were born? For both the husband and the pregnant woman.
Mhm.
And I always get so excited when somebody says, "Oh, I was born at home, and my mother, all of my siblings were born at home," and I said, "Oh, that's wonderful because you're going to have a great birth because
Really?
you're just think it's." How your mind is formed is based on the neurological connections in your brain from 20 weeks of gestation to the end of the 7th year. Everything gets laid down. What you think, what you believe, what your values are, how you approach life, how you deal with life, whether you have resiliency or whether if you're born full of chemicals, then you basically have to get rid of those chemicals out of your brain in the first couple of months of life. Where you breastfed and this is the question to ask: was your mother happy during the time that you were in her womb? Was she in a good relationship? Was she well cared for? Did she have enough to eat? Was she in poverty? Was she enslaved? All of those things will wire your brain in the womb. So, because our bodies, when we're pregnant and growing a baby, release chemicals based on what our thoughts are. And that wires that baby's brain. So, if we grow up having had a calm birth with a happy mother and a good parenting, there is a difference in the quality of that person's life. There is definitely a difference. And I say one of my jobs is to inspire women all over the planet.
I am inspired, and I'm one of those women.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy and grateful for you sharing that knowledge right there. I feel like I just time stopped while we were talking. Everything made so much sense. Thank you
And
so much.
thank you for doing the work that you do with Rotary. International Rotary is so important. I've been sponsored by Rotary to visit different countries and teach doctors as well. we've had some scholarship.
We will keep in touch.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you so much for sharing. And I know that you still need to go back because you have a seminar to go to.
We have a Q&A at the end.
I know, I know. Thank you so much for being with us, Barbara. So that's it. Did I understand you have other seminars aside from
Yes.
here?
After on Monday, I'm flying over to Davao, and I'll be there for 4 days,
Okay.
giving lectures at Mercy
Okay.
medical facility.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the 3rd, I fly to Manila, and it's my pleasure to be at St. Luke's Hospital.
Wow. It's a
And
great hospital.
because they started Waterbirth, there's many doctors, as I said, in the Philippines, especially during COVID. They found my website, waterbirth.org, and I teach online. I have many classes and things for both parents and providers.
All right. So if they would want to reach you, they just go to your website.
Waterbirth.org, or
Okay.
on Instagram, it's at the Barbara Harper. And I have a second Instagram, which is at Waterbirth INT, for Waterbirth International.
Wow, that's
And
great.
you can see lots of Waterbirths on those two accounts.
I will look into those after this. Thank you,
Oh,
Barbara.
please follow me.
Yes, yes, we will. So for all the Rotarians out there, and for everyone watching, for all those JCI people, the JCI team, JCI Womandaue, we are partners with them, and they are one of the supporters. They've been helping you guys out as well with Glory Reborn. So please follow. Let's if you want to contact Barbara right here, just go to her website, the Instagram. We will make sure to post all the details on our pages as well. And so I'm gonna show you the poster again. So that's here. Okay, so there's co-sleeping, baby, baby bathing, breastfeeding, baby wearing, clothes diapering, partner participation. So water birth best practices, myths and facts, benefits of water birth, and then later would be Q&A. So just for this workshop, we're already full. And for the next, so if you would want to attend the next, just follow Barbara's page and contact her on her website, and we will make sure to post all the details and share them as well. So this is actually part of our project for Pink October, which includes about all about women, and later there's going to be more talk. So Barbara, thank you so much for being with us, and for everything that you do. Thank you so much for the talk today. That made me think a lot. Think about my mother, my grandmothers too.
Yeah, we pass on the thoughts of our parents and grandparents.
So thank you for that. Now,
7 generations.
wow. Now that got me really thinking, like what I would really want to be. I'm like starting to get into water birthdays and things, but I can't anymore. But anyway,
Well, you can inspire other women.
yes. So I'm gonna show you just a few more of our projects here. So we have right now, for every one of you out there, Harley Davidson is partnering with us. They will be giving this motorcycle away. So there is a raffle. So what happens is this is in connection with the Pink October. So from the numbers 1 to 1,000, you can pick a special number. You buy it for 2,000. Now there's a high chance of you winning here because there's only 1,000 numbers. Now on November 27, there will be an event. That is when this specific motorcycle Nightster it'll be raffled off there. So all the benefits, the 2,000 that you bought the number for, the beneficiary of this is I Can Serve Foundation. This is for the mammogram of the indigenous women.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So that's for one of the projects with JCI Mandaue as well. And this is the event on November 27, where the Nightster of Harley Davidson will be raffled off. And we have another one. This is from the Lemon Co. So they're selling the pink drink. So every time you buy that specific pink drink, a percentage of that goes to the indigenous women again for their mammogram for I Can Serve Foundation. Only for the month of October on all outlets of the Lemon Co. So that's my hand right there. So I bought the pink drink. And then we have another
Pink
one.
drink sounds pretty good right now.
What?
Pink drink sounds very good right now.
You should get yourself some, and they're all over the Philippines. They have on department stores, you can see them, and then they're just everywhere. So the lemon costal. And then we have the pink ribbon warrior on wheels. So there's a Harley Davidson displayed at SM City Cebu. So what you do, and it's dressed pink. You just sit there and strike a pose. It is to help campaign on breast cancer, on early detection, helps save lives. So that's the Harley Davidson motorcycle right there at SM City Cebu. So if you want to go there, please, that's only for the month of October. And that's pretty much it. That wraps up our live stream, support with JC Mandaue, with Barbara, the amazing, the awesome, the legendary, soon to be in books and history, Barbara. So again, guys, thank you for joining us, and please help and continue supporting all our projects. It is all for a good cause. And that's it. Thank you, and we'll see you on our next project.